Though we know the drought is spreading and conditions are worsening, partly for farmers and with no substantial rain on the horizon, although I did hear a little in the forecast this morning for Sunday and Monday, there is no relief in sight at this stage. With us now is Federated Farmers National President Bruce Wills. Bruce, thank you for joining us today. Can you just give us an update on the situation at the moment? Because over the last couple of days we have seen reports of animal welfare issues and the like. Is this true?
Listen, it is hurting, no question. This has been going on now for 6-7 months in some of the worst affected areas. But I've got to say that farmers, they're a resilient bunch, and I get reports obviously regularly from around the country, and people are coping very, very well. Yeah, there's some feed concerns in some areas, but the market's working well, so we've got feed now coming up from the South Island. We're hopeful for some rain this weekend, which will be great. But I guess we're also conscious that even when the rain turns up, it's going to take 3 to 4 weeks to get some decent grass growing. So everybody's working closely together. The processing, our meat works are going flat tack. I guess just keeping up with the demand to offload on farm and lighten the demand on feed. So it's tough, but you know, guys are getting through pretty well.
Which areas are feeling this the most? Because as we spoke in the break, even you take a place like Taranaki,
sure, it's
split. Some are coping okay and others not so great.
It is patchy, Tony, and I guess that's part of the challenge, particularly as the Minister for Prime Ministry calls these drought areas, because certainly where I farm on the East Coast, we've got patches there that haven't had decent rain since October, and they've coped pretty well. We've also got patches that have still got a bit of green grass, so difficult, but of course the unique factor, I guess, with this drought is it is North Island wide, and now looking at West Coast, South Island, the top half of the South Island. So we have to go back 70 years to find a comparable period where we have such a soil moisture deficit over such a large area. So it's historic.
Can you just explain to us this morning how crucial it is that these farmers get support? Because inevitably when farmers get help like this, we have some people saying, look, in the manufacturing sector we're struggling too. Can you tell us why it's so important for this help? Yeah,
listen, I asked that one because there's a lot of misinformation on this one. When MPI declares these drought zones, it's 99% about emotional support. And I guess the big difference with your question is that what this is, it's an act of God. It's something that we farmers, we can control, like a manufacturer or anybody else, that goes on within the boundaries of our farm. But when you get an event like this, which is we haven't yet learnt to control Mother Nature or the weather, it is tough. And I guess when you're dealing with animals, farmers get pretty upset if they can't support their animals, feed their animals, because at the end of the day, it's a healthy, thriving animal that pays the mortgage and feeds the kids. So we have got farmers suffering, and we have got a lot of people out keeping an eye on just the welfare and the emotional stress that these folk are going through.
Well, Bruce, thank you for joining us this morning and sharing that with us. And I know you're also having some open farm days.
Yes, we are.
To tell people, I guess, of how you're coping with the drought and to give a bit more information. Thanks for your time.
That's great. Thanks.